Now, it's been more than 7 months since Jessica Heeringa was abducted from a Norton Shores gas station, and today, a Michigan representative is making a push to prevent something like this from ever happening again. She's going to introduce a bill, which will be introduced this week in Lansing. It would require gas stations that stay open past 11 o'clock at night to either have 2 employees working or to install security cameras. Now, right now, we're joined by the person behind the bill, Representative Collene Lamonte. Thank you so much for coming in here
Absolutely.
today. We know you drove in from the west, so it was kind of a tricky drive for you, I imagine.
Yes, it was. Yeah, kind of messy out there.
Well, we appreciate you taking the chance so we can chat about this today, because this is a really important bill here.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about the idea behind this, because the thought is that if there had been security cameras in that particular Exxon station in Norton Shores, that Jessica Heeringa may never have been abducted, or we at least would have had some really important evidence that could have helped find her. You think you can make a difference that way, right?
That's right. I've heard from the local police department, they literally have no leads to go on without having any security camera footage. There isn't a whole lot that they can follow up on as far as leads. And so I've introduced a bill that would hopefully increase the workplace safety for people working in jobs like this where they're overnight. And it allows an employer to either have 2 people on staff during those late night hours, or to install a security camera system and have it up and operating to ensure the safety of those workers.
Is there any kind of requirement for the number of cameras or the type of system or the amount of money they'd have to spend on the system?
No, absolutely not. We're trying to make this as user-friendly as possible, and just the idea that we want businesses to do the right thing, and sometimes we don't have them doing that, and so just kind of giving them that little gentle push in the right direction. Again, whether they have 2 employees on staff or a security camera system that at least allows police to go back and check footage when hopefully these incidents don't happen, but when they do, that they've got that resource.
It is somewhat surprising that any kind of station that would be open past 11 o'clock doesn't have a security camera system. We were surprised when we discovered that about the station where Jessica Heeringa worked. But there may be some other ones out there. Do you have any idea of how many stations there are?
I honestly don't.
Okay.
It's all up to the individual operator of the different stations. So. And
as far as that's concerned here, there may be some of them who would say this is a financial burden on us. Is there any kind of incentive provided in the bill for them?
Well, I believe that they already have the ability to take capital gains. If they invest in their business, they can take that off as a tax break already. I would think that there's the possibility that even their insurance companies would give them a break on their insurance rates if they have a security camera system in place.
You might expect that sort of thing would go on there. Okay, so this is going to be announced today officially later on, right?
That's correct.
But nobody's in session today, so it can't be introduced into the legislature until later on this week.
That's right, and which is what I plan to do.
And what are your thoughts on that? What are the chances this thing's going to pass? Do you have a number of people lined up?
Well, I've talked with my senator, Senator Jeff Hansen, but I'm looking to hopefully have some good bipartisan support on this. I think this is a common sense kind of a bill. As I've spoken to people throughout the community, from the family of Jessica to community people that have gotten involved, as well as business leaders that are concerned about having this happen at their own business, I think this is a good common sense thing to do.
It certainly is. I appreciate you coming in to talk about this. Thank you, Representative Lamonte.
Thank you very much.
Have a safe trip home, okay?
Thank you.
There's some other information you guys need to know about here, though. Norton Shores Police put out these images after Jessica's abduction, a sketch of a suspicious man seen in the area and the silver van that they think may have been involved. This is pretty much it, though. The reward for information leading to Heeringa now, it stands at more than $15,000. So if you have any information, please call Silent Observer or the Norton Shores Police Department at the number that you see listed on your screen right there.